Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be covering my match against MP Blaze in the Vega Battlegrounds Championships Grandmaster Cup. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. Really good player, got a lot of really good war content out. And this is going to be a rematch because I faced MP in the round of 16 of the last tournament. So hopefully we can have a repeat of what happened there. Bans I'd decide to go with are Thing, Valkyrie and Cosmic Ghost Rider. Cosmic Ghost Rider I noticed was rank 4 and I didn't want to deal with that. His Thing was also rank 4 and I didn't really have many Thing counters in my deck at this time, so I wanted to get rid of that as a potential annoyance on defense, especially after the last match I had where he was a really big stall. And then I banned Valkyrie because I've seen what a lot of people can do with her at rank 4 in Battlegrounds, especially in this meta. And because mine isn't rank 4, I don't really want to deal with that. So to start with, he places Mojo, which is quite smart. I think he was trying to bait out my Scorpion there. So I placed my Killmonger because I was planning on using Guardian here, mainly because I want to save Scorpion for Man-Thing. Guardian can do this matchup quite well. It just is a little bit AI dependent. If you get him to throw a lot of specials, you can build up your power really quickly. In hindsight, I should have played this a little bit differently. What I end up doing is throwing one special 1 and hoping that a special 2 will kill him. This is a rank 4 Mojo, by the way, so he has a little bit of a larger health pool. What I should have done is probably go for 2 special 1s and then guaranteed the kill. Because you'll see I do end up getting a little bit lucky here. So the plan is, as I say, just try and bait out a special without Dex in. He's being a bit stingy, not throwing it. Stalling a little bit, yep, still not throwing it. I decided to Dex here, just hoping that one of his prompts doesn't trigger. And it didn't, so I'm safe to go back in here. And I hope that the special 2 kills with 5, and it doesn't. I didn't get many crits there. If I'd have got some extra crits, that would have definitely finished him off. But unfortunately it didn't. And now I've got to deal with Rich Get Richer until my Fury, until my armor up comes back. I've got to deal with his Fury. Just hoping that he threw that there. Keep trying to perfect block, hoping that this special 2 finishes him off. Again, get 0 crits. I'm getting quite unlucky here. And then I've thrown my striker in. Go for another special 2, hope this finishes. Again, only 1 crit, and I got lucky he didn't instantly throw a special 3 there, and that ends up getting me the win this round. I got very lucky there. If he'd have thrown a special 3, that would have been it for me. So that puts me in a really good position for this round, because he doesn't really have any defenders that I can't counter with anybody that I have. And he doesn't really have a good Korg counter. His best one's Claire, so I know she's going to be quite slow, so I end up placing Korg here. And to my surprise, he ends up placing Man-Thing, which I can definitely nuke with the Scorpion. So that's what I end up doing, and as I expected, he did end up using Claire. This is going to be a long fight for him, so I could potentially take this slow and steady and still come out on top, because the Petrify and the regen cipher that Scorpion gets will keep me topped up, and I'll likely do this faster than he can with his rank 3 Claire against my Void. Against my Korg. So it's been a little bit passive to start. The plan here is just medium, build up as many of those debuffs as I can, and then throw off a big special 2, get the burst off. Here I managed to get up to 12, throws a big burst. Managed to get my special 2 off with 12 as well. This should push him to special 2. Or not, wait, I only got him to special 1. One more special that he throws should finish him off with 14 ruptures, and it does. And you see here, I ended up getting a black screen, and this really scared me because I thought that this wasn't going to count, and then he had a good counter for who I had in the last round. If I could have ended it there, then I would have won that 100%. But because in the rules you can't restart in any way, I had to let this count out, and it didn't actually show the results of the match. So I was quite scared, but I did end up winning that one. I finished in 33 seconds with 100%. It did end up counting, luckily. Sometimes I know in the past that bug does end up like giving you 0 points and then finish at 100% health. So I'm glad that didn't happen, because that means that I've won the first one and I'm 1-0 up at the moment. Okay, coming into round 2, I noticed that he doesn't really have any Killmonger counters. He drafted a lot of Mystic and a lot of Cosmic, and I end up placing Killmonger just because he's going to be easily my best defender in this one. I don't really have a good Nova counter, so I'll go with Hyperion. He's probably going to be the best for me here. Mojo can do it, but I do want to save Mojo for defense. I know he has Scorpion, but Mojo can still be annoying if he doesn't throw his specials. But I know Hyperion can do this matchup if you don't do what I did here and completely mess it up. Now, you'll see I do get away with something really stupid at the very start of this fight. I throw a heavy attack thinking that I can heavy counter and it just misses. Then he dashes back and the rest of the heavy misses. You'll see what happens here. So, bait heavy, miss, he dexes out of it, and then he just kind of stands there. I got away with that a little bit. So end up parrying, landing heavy. He auto blocks here. I thought I dexed that. Apparently I was a bit slow, and then I thought he was going to dash in there. So I instantly threw the special 2. And yeah, I'd eat a combo. That took about a third of my life away. And now I'm not too hopeful, but in the back of my mind I know that Killmonger is going to be a rough fight for him. So I just need to take the rest of this pretty steady. Don't do anything stupid. I can take my time if need be. I actually bait the special one this time, and then I finish him off. At this point, I did think, okay, that was a rubbish fight. But he does have a worse matchup. I think draft-wise, I won this one. Or this round anyway. Just because I have a better matchup than him, even though I did mess up a little bit, I can still afford to make a mistake and still take it. The next couple though, maybe not so much, depending on who he places. I don't really have a good gore counter. I was begging that I drafted Long Shot for that gore, because I know that's a really good fight. I think that's the best matchup for him. But I do counter everybody else. I thought the clock was about to go down there, so I did end up trying to not refresh the game, but coming off the menu and then going back onto it, just because it's not often that the clock goes past 10 without them timing out. Yeah, I've had a lot of connection issues in this match, and I think MP does as well. This was really, really laggy one. I see here that he doesn't really have any counters to Kingpin, so I thought that was my best defensive option. And I go with Overseer for this Mephisto. I really like Overseer in this meta, just because he does have natural buffs, and also to start off with the enemy power gain being increased from Rich Get Richer, Overseer can build up his gamma charges faster, and because of that, that just means you get into your damage much quicker. So what I end up doing, going for a 5 combo, parry heavy, get the taunt up, just keep baiting specials, hoping that he procs a Fury and gets some power gain. He has Fury and Aura. You can just see his power shooting up. I'm already at 4 gamma. I think I can throw a special one here. I accidentally eat the last hit of that special one, but because the incinerate didn't trigger, that gave me my 6th gamma power. And you can see here, he's just getting nuked now. Those light bursts are doing 6.6k. And this is going to be a really quick fight. Yeah, one more combo should finish it. That was probably one of the cleanest Mephisto fights I've had. And it's nearly 54,000 points. Overseer is a very good champ. And looking at it, enough time's passed by now for me to have won this round, regardless of whether he finishes at 100%. And you'll see it in a second here. I think he does. Oh, 92.7. I did win on the HP race as well. But yeah, he did very well in that one to say that that was a, or to say that Kingpin shrugs debuffs. So very well played to him. I ended up taking this one 2-0, which means that he needs to win the next 2 rounds in a row. Not 2. The next 3 rounds in a row to be able to take this one. This right here is what I meant earlier when I said that MP was having connection issues as well. He didn't actually choose Omega. Did he choose? Yeah, he did choose Omega Sentinel as draft, but he didn't choose him to pick defense there. I think he was waiting on me for who to choose. His timer just went out and then it loaded him in, and he'd already automatically placed Omega Sentinel. So that gave me a little bit of an advantage here. And I know that Terax can nuke this fight pretty fast. And Rintra versus a rank 3 I-bomb, I know that's going to take a while. So even if I do make a mistake here, I could probably take this. And you'll see that I do end up making a pretty big mistake. So the plan here is just to come in, build up as many armor breaks as possible, and then before my rock field expires, throw a heavy to get that big guaranteed critical hit with a damage boost. As you can see, we're about 10-15 seconds in, and she's already below 40%, or she's already at 40% health. Big mistake, I go for the dex on the special 2, and it crits, and that takes about half my life, which, yeah, that's not great. Bit heavy there, she's got 7 armor breaks, I'm hitting like a truck now, and one more heavy attack. That does it in 34 seconds. The time on this fight is what saves me here, because even if he does take 100 seconds, he could still win if he finishes at 100% health. That, in the end of that special attack, was pretty big, because I could have scored 55k points there if I hadn't have eaten that. But it's something that I need to practice, baiting Omega Sentinel special 2. But you'll see here that he does end up timing out, and the time on this one does end up saving me. Looking at the draft, I've not really got anyone for Gore. I do have at least a counter for everybody else, so I was hoping that he would play Gore this round to potentially throw, just because I didn't really have an option. So I ended up placing Nimrod, trying to either bait his Hulkling or his Gore, potentially, or maybe one of the other two. And he ends up placing Hyperion. Now, I could win this right here with Tigra, if I was good with Tigra. But you'll see here that I'm not good with Tigra. That's about as much as I can say here, really. This this whole match, in fact, like this third match, I just didn't really play well. I think that's about as much as I can say. Like I ate the special 2 in the first fight. In this one, a bit heavy there. Counter. It's going okay so far. Just need him to throw this. Doesn't. Need him to throw it. I end up parrying accidentally, and I thought I was at special 2 there, but apparently I wasn't. And then I end up eating a special 3. After this, I just kind of panicked. Didn't really. I lost all my focus. I didn't take my time like I should have. And yeah, it just all goes sideways from there. So here, he throws it. Heavy counter, and I get pushed to special 3. Yeah, this all just kind of goes sideways. I'm trying to figure out heavy spacing for the special 1. For some reason I try and throw a heavy there, get hit. Again, for some reason throw a heavy there. He's nearly down, trying to heavy counter the special 1 again. There's not really much other option than me doing this. And I get hit there. I think I tried to dash in, but I would have lost anyway, just based on the amount of health I had and him finishing that fight much quicker. I don't know what to say about that one. I genuinely just played that horrifically and deserved to lose that match. So this very last round, this is a very messy one. I don't have a counter to Gore other than Hulkling, but looking at who he has left, he has Guardian and Warlock, who are both awful matchups for Hulkling. So I placed that in hopes that he does worse than I do. And you'll see here again, I do end up getting quite lucky. So Overseer can work for this. Gore, especially at rank 3, has a fairly low health pool. So what my plan was originally is let Get Richer do its thing, build up as many gamma charges as I can, and just try and nuke him down. So I get quite lucky with a parry there. A little bit late on the heavy attack. He's taunted. I'm trying to bait a special 1. He's just not doing it. Very end of the taunt, that's when he throws it. I probably should have backed off and waited there. Just trying to bait the special 2. Get hit by the tail end of the first part, and now I'm at 18% health. And I ate part of a heavy attack there. This is going very sideways. I just didn't know his animations really. So I get the Energize up. He's at a special 3. I get lucky that he doesn't throw it, and end up throwing my special 1. He's nearly down. Use my striker just to chain this on, and luckily I was able to nuke him from about 80% to 0 with 8% health left. But looking at that, he does end up getting pretty unlucky against Hulkling with Warlock, so even if he'd had thrown the special 3, I'd have done enough damage. And that's it, 3-0 win for me. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care, I'll see you in the next one.